I hope people can hear you. You sound like you're off somewhere in a fort with a tin can.
I somehow muted my mic and then unmuted it again.
Okay,
Or
you're in now.
unmuted and then remuted.
Okay, we hear you now. Okay, hi. Happy Thursday. Here we go. Listen, if you are a dog owner, what kind of dogs do you have, Crockett?
They are both we did the whatever the dog DNA thing is, and they are both.
You did the dog DNA. Have you done it for yourselves?
Well, let me say this. I haven't done the dog DNA. Caitlin has done the dog DNA for both of them, and they are both just a little bit of everything. It's crazy.
Can we go back? Hold on a second. I was going to talk about the dogs, but hold on a second. Have you done the DNA test for the humans at all? For your family?
So interestingly, my sister has tried it, and there's I think I may have told you about this before. My dad's side of the family has some interesting storylines.
So you could all be related to each other. You could be
and so well, I'll put it this way. We're one of those, my dad's side of the family is one of those families where a lot of times you only see each other at funerals, unfortunately.
Right.
And one time my aunt made a passing note to me when I was single and in my 20s. Like, hey, you better watch out who you're talking to out there. It could be your cousin. And I was like, ha ha ha.
It's true.
And then my sister decided to try and do whatever it was, 23andMe or whatever. And there's already been some like, wait a minute, who's this person's a what? So actually you're
all these red flags pop up.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. It's funny because at first when I heard it, I was like, we have to like document this and do a Netflix special. And Kate like put her hands on my shoulders and she was like, I can't find out that we're related.
Oh yeah.
So I pretty much left that where it was.
I gotcha. But so you decided to do it for the dogs. What compelled you to do it for the dogs?
Kate just wanted to know. Kate has had Lily's 14 now, probably. So she's just had her forever and wanted to know what, when they got her, they pretty much said she was a mutt. And so she wanted to know kind of and she's like 60% Chihuahua or something like it's the weirdest. Dude.
She doesn't look like a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua? She's like,
I know she's a big dog. I know. We got the stuff back and we were like, did we mix up the envelopes? What? Yeah,
isn't that wild? All right, so you don't know. The reason I asked is because the top dog has been dethroned. For 23 years, it's been the Labrador Retriever as the top dog. I'm sorry, not 23, 32 years. That's how long the Labrador Retriever was top dog and just dethroned this year by the French Bulldog. French Bulldog is the top dog according to the American Kennel Club. Top dog.
You did it, French Bulldog.
You did it. Hold on a second. I have a cold. Hold on.
That's Selena. She'll be back in a second. She's changing her oil.
I had to use a tissue and I didn't want to gross anybody out. Top dog. Yeah. So good morning to Stella of Michael Thomas Floral, celebrating in her little tutu today. Little French Bulldog. They've grown more and more popular, I've noticed. They're so sweet. So
yeah, I think, of course, everybody's going to have their own tastes and flavors and stuff like that. And that's great.
Flavors?
But, if you could just adopt an animal in general, our friends at the Lehigh Valley Humane Society, of course, do wonderful work there. You obviously adopted a dog this year. Well, I've adopted a dog this year. So, just
scroll down. You'll see Gwen from the Lehigh Valley Humane Society looking to be adopted. She is so sweet.
She's cute.
She loves to work with you. They say you want a happy dog, have the dog. They call it work, but basically, do tricks, run around with them. They love it. Gives them a purpose. And that's where Ruby came from, who's the a golden doodle, and she had her bath. This girl, she goes to the spa more than I do. That golden doodle.
Yes, they do. Yes,
she had her haircut. Her bath, she's so soft and so fluffy. I love her fluffy legs. I said, your human wishes she could have fluffy legs like that. So fluffy. I just gross you out.
Your human wishes. Do
Human.
you really wish you had fluffy legs like that?
I wish it was
Summertime?
socially acceptable. Yes, I do. They look so
Listen, live
fluffy.
your life, lady. You want fluffy legs? You fluff them. Kelly, good morning. RL, good morning.
Every time she comes back, I was showing my husband, like, look at her fluffy legs. Aren't they lovely? They're so lovely. He's like, don't even think about it.
He's like, babe, I'm on a call right now. Please. Yes, I know the legs are fluffy. Leave me alone.
And they put a little bow in her hair. I'm like, go, we put a little bow in my hair. I'm turning myself into a dog now. A little bow in the hair. It was so
That's funny. I've
adorable.
always thought you were, but never mind. So we've got an interesting topic that we're getting into this morning. So chime in if you can here. It's always fascinating when you become a parent. First of all, I will say this. I think sometimes people think that they're being helpful. Some people think that they're being helpful. And then there's other people that probably know they're just bothering the hell out of you and don't want to stop talking about it anyway.
When
But
you
the
are
parenting,
sleep deprived
yes.
and people are giving you unsolicited advice, which if you're too tired to understand, I didn't ask. I didn't ask for your
Yeah.
advice. Please do what I'm asking instead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be upsetting when you get advice as a new parent.
Yeah. And you get the like, this is what worked for me. It'll work for you. And in the back of your mind, you're like, I've tried this 30 times. Please get out of my face before I hit you with a shoe. So just if you've had any of those moments, we'd of course you can comment right here on Facebook or let us know 610-720-1007.
And you can even text,
Because it's a lot.
like sleep when the baby sleeps. And when you're tired, I don't want to be told that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially if you have to feed the baby every 3 hours. That makes it difficult.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember some advice that you received as a new parent?
Oh, I can no, there isn't any particular one that sticks out to me, but I can remember like walking around with Savvy when she was a newborn and just thinking everybody had all the answers, and it was like I'm gonna, you as a parent, what do? You Google, you're curious, you want
Yeah.
to make sure you're doing all the right things, and there's some people whose advice you want, and there's some people who you're just like, just if you're not here to hold this child while I sleep, then beat it, pal.
Go.
Keith, good morning. He says, I used to tell people I appreciate your input. Just put a slight grin on my face and walk away. Yeah, just
Yeah. Thanks.
thank you.
So when my sister had her baby, who, by the way, happy birthday, Evie. Evie is 2. My niece is 2 today.
Shares a
Happy
birthday with Joel Embiid. That's fun.
Oh, how about that? Oh, my sister, we get a kick out of that. So, she's calling me up with different things and telling me, and I bit my tongue because I didn't want to say, well, what I did with my 2 kids. I didn't want to, I'm like, she'll figure it out because every baby is different. And also, I don't remember. Like, I don't know what it is if you have parenting amnesia.
Yeah.
Because she'll ask me, she's like, well, if she asks, then we'll have this conversation. But she'll be like, well, when did your baby start walking? When did your baby start doing this? Well, I'm like, you know what? I don't remember. I blocked it from my memory because I have so much other stuff I have to take care of. I forgot. You remember in the moment.
It's so funny that you say that because just got a bunch of pictures printed to put up here in the studio, and I'm looking through old pictures, and particularly obviously Savvy's the older one. I'm looking through old pictures and I'm like, I almost don't even remember her looking like this. Like there's a couple pictures of her with like kind of chubbier cheeks and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't even remember this, but
I have a picture of Savvy in here too, as a matter of fact.
you do have a picture of
Right
Savvy.
there.
That's true. Yeah.
That's dancing at the what is that? The Freddy's. You can see it.
Yes. And then she's holding the last touchdown catch I ever had right there. It's LaSalle at Duquesne, November of 2008. Yeah. Oh, these
That's
puppy.
Savvy.
Like, look at her little pinky.
How old is she here?
Year and a half, maybe 2 years in the crib that Liam's sleeping in right now. You're gonna make me get all emotional now.
Oh, we gotta go. All right, everybody. So think about that. The parenting advice that you never really wanted. You can share with us right here, or you can even text us or give us a call. Same number, 610-720-1007. Have a great day, guys.
Okay, Bert.
Bye.
Bye, guys.